Okay, welcome to the basic Google Sites tutorial. This is module number 1. Module number 1 is a basic introduction to how to work with Google Sites. So in this module we're going to cover how you log into the site to make changes to the site, how to activate the editing mode within a page so that you can make changes to the page, how you can insert your text by copying and pasting it or typing it right in and then format that text, how to make links either within the site itself, like from one page to another, or also to other websites outside of the site. We're going to cover how you can make more sophisticated formatting of text using the HTML mode, and then how to save your changes, which you need to do so that the changes that you have made become live on the internet. And finally, if something goes wrong in the process and you've already saved it, how you can go back to an earlier version of the site. Okay, so here we are in Google, and we want to sign in to our site. So there's a few different ways you can do that, but one of the easier ways is you go to More, and then you select Sites. And then Google will ask you to sign in your email address. So for this, we're going to use the EDUP address for the EDUP Bali Foundation. So put in your email address and then your password. Now, this email address and password needs to be an email address that is already linked to the site. You've already been given sharing privileges. Then a screen like this will come up, and you want to select the site that you are working on. You might have several sites that you start building after you get familiar with doing this. Now you're in the site, and you can select whatever page you want on the site to make changes to. So we're going to use this page here as an example. So as you can see at the top of the page, there's some different menu items. Now when the site is actually viewed by regular viewers, you won't see that stuff. It'll look more like this. But you, as an editor of the site, as someone who's working on the site, will have this special menu up here once you're logged in. So if you want to make changes to the page, all you do is click on this button here, this Edit Page button. And then you'll see that the way the page looks changes. So there's sort of lines on it, and this menu up here comes out, or these are the different things that you can do to do various types of formatting, which we'll learn about as we go along. So it's really, really easy. Once you're in, you can do all sorts of things. So for example, to text, you can highlight text and delete the text. You can type in some new text, just the way you would in like Microsoft Word or something like that. You can paste text from another document. So say you had some text in a Word doc or something like that, you could just paste it over here. And once you've got your text inside your page, then you can do all sorts of formatting things. It's pretty similar to something like Microsoft Word. So say that's the text that I want to format, and then I want to make that text bigger or smaller. So you just have to make sure it's selected. So you go up here, and I want to go back to a 10-point size, or maybe I want to make it bold, or I want to change the color of the text. You can really do whatever you like, all sorts of things. And you can change the font, although generally speaking, when you've got a specific font that you're using for a site, you don't want to use too many different fonts. One font is kind of enough. So that's how you do basic formatting changes to text. Now the other thing that you definitely want to know how to do with text is how to make links. So links is this type of thing where there's a text that if you click on it, it's going to take you to another place. So there's two different types of links in Google Sites. One is, and we're going to have a look at them right now and how they work. So this text here, organic farming, links to another page within this site. So we're just going to remove that link for now, and we'll rebuild it. So all you need to do is just highlight the text that you want to be the link. So in this case it's the organic farming text. And then you just go up to the top menu here where it says link, and you click on that. And I want that to link to another page which is in the same site called organic farming. So I want to be here in what's called existing pages. And I can either search for the page, so type in organic farming, search, and there it is, there's my page, and I click OK. And then my link is live, and you'll see that when I save, so every time you do something major, you want to go ahead and save that. Now, as soon as you've saved something, it's actually live on the internet. So keep that in mind, and if you sort of make a mistake or whatever, you want to go back and fix it pretty much immediately. So we made that link, and let's see how it works. So we linked to organic farming. There we go. We're now on the organic farming page. It works great. And the other type of linking that you can do, so let's do another link on this page here, which will be a link not within the site, but we're going to link to another website outside of this site. So again, like you always need to do, you click on the edit page function, and then let's say we want to link to organic farming on Wiki. So we want, a reference of what is organic farming. So we would go over to Google and type in Wikipedia, and in Wikipedia we want to look up organic farming. And here we are. So this is organic farming in Wikipedia. So you just copy the URL of the site that you want to link to, go back to your site, select the text that you want to be the link, click on the same button, the link button that we were on before, but this time instead of being in this section the existing pages, which is only pages that are within your actual website, you click on this one, web address, and here you just paste the link that you want to link it to. And generally a tip is when you're linking to something that's not on your website, it's best to use this function, which is open this link in a new window, and that way people don't get lost and don't know how to get back to where they were on your website. So you select that open this link in a new window, click OK, and save. And now if we click on this link here, the organic farming link, there you are, bada boom. It works great. So that's how you can do linking on your Google site. Now there's some more sophisticated kind of changes that you can make to text as well. So again, I'm going to go back into the editing mode, and you'll see that there's one option here which is called HTML. Now I don't recommend that you get too deep into this. I mean, it's great to learn how to do it, but you can also kind of screw up your page pretty good when working on here, because this is sort of the back end. This is the HTML of how the site works. But there's a few different things that you can do in here, like changing the kerning or the color to a special color, that sort of thing. But it's probably better to talk to somebody who is a specialist on HTML before you go too deep into that. And then last but not least, we want to look at, so say I made that link to organic farming and I already saved it, but then later, and now this is, the updated site that is online, and I'm like, I want to go back and, to a previous earlier version of what I had on the site. because I'm not happy with what I have. I want to go back to the version, say, from yesterday or from the day before. So to do that, all you need to do is go to More Actions and Revision History right here. And you click on that, and you'll see, which version of the site you want to go back to. So, there is this version that was made a minute ago, an hour ago, 4 hours ago, and so on and so on and so on. So, you probably have a lot of different versions of a site when you're working on a site over time, yeah? So, but that's how you can go back to a previous version. But once you start working on that previous version, you'll be back in time. So you have to keep building back up from there. Okay, I think that's it for Module 1, Introduction to Google Sites. Good luck with your Google site.